Well, more very interesting economic data released last week. Let's dive into it and get into some information here. The unemployment rate it did rise unexpectedly to 3.8 in August, even as payrolls increased by 187,000. Really, what I want to kind of share in this update is that we're seeing the signs. They're all kind of laying themselves out there as far as what we can expect in the future, and that really seems to be that we're going to see a softening of the economy. And if we're not already in a recession, we're likely going to end up in one. So all things to kind of be cognizant of. One of the reasons why the unemployment rate is noteworthy is it was up significantly from July, and it's the highest since February of 2022. There's some other stuff I want to talk about that, but before I do, another component of how the employment pieces work is that average hourly earnings only increased by about 0.2% for the month, about 4.3 from a year ago, but those are below forecasts. So when we take that, let's take another chart here, in conjunction with just kind of the rate at which job creation is happening, another important thing in this section here talks about the fact that those seeking part-time employment for economic reasons jumped to 7.1%. It's an increase since the highest it was in May of 2022. These are all signs that we're seeing the economy softening. So where we are also seeing some interesting things is, there's still a lot of activity happening in the economy, but what's not really being reported is that while consumers are still spending, credit card debt has become the reason for that. We saw record savings during the pandemic. We've watched those drop, and now we're seeing a record amount of credit card debt being added. So these are all signs that we're headed towards a bit of a shift in the economy. So I'd like to share this information with you so you know what's going on. The Fed's certainly taking note. I hope they take greater note. They've had 11 hikes, taking us from near zero to about 5.25, 5.5. So it's a big deal, and hopefully they're taking a more dovish versus hawkish approach to this, because I think we'd all be better if they just slow down on the rate hikes. But I'd like to share this information with you because it's important. It does impact how not just real estate works, but just how all of our financial situations are touched by this. So if you ever have questions with it, let me know. Happy to chat about it. Thanks so much.